All right, so you are looking into buying a property, buying some recreational land or a second vacation home, or maybe you're a trout fisherman and you just want a cabin, or you're a hunter and you want 80 acres and with tillable and timber. You've come to the right place. So currently we're only taking 5 serious buying clients. So 5 people who are serious about actually buying property. And I get it. I was there at one point where I just wanted to window shop and look and look and look. But for me to serve my clients the best I possibly can, I want to make sure that you're ready, number one, to even buy a property. So as you can see over here, there's a quiz that you can go through. Part of that quiz is just to say, hey, have you even started thinking about your finances? Have you started considering what type of properties you want to look at? And it helps me direct the back end. So once you come into our portal and you're into our life here, I can either hand you off to another agent, depending on what you sign up for here, or I can take you you can jump on board with me and we can go start looking for properties. So the first step, fill out that form over there. Fill it out the best that you can. It's nothing serious. Then I will actually get a hold of you, probably within 1 or 2 days of you filling this out. And then we'll jump on a call and we'll kind of go over what you filled out. We'll go over some of your goals, go over some of your plans, breaking down what your dream property is. Once we kind of have that, I'll go in and we'll start searching for properties for you. And most likely I already have a couple. I can't really talk about them here right now, but I keep my eye on the properties all the time, available properties. So other agents within our agency, I can talk more about those as they come available. But for right now, I need you to jump in. We need to get you signed up as a buying client, and then we can kind of jump forward, and then we can start looking at properties. So say we find some properties that you like. I'll send you some properties weekly. You can kind of elect whether you can elect 2 different things. You can either say, hey, I want to come look at that property personally, or if you're out of the area, you say, hey, can you go check that property out for me before I even waste my time and come back? Either one is perfectly fine. I also will do a digital kind of analysis on each property, so we'll look at it on the computer together. We can start talking about, does this fit your wants? Does it fit your needs? And then before we even step on the property, we're going to have a pretty good idea of our goal with that place. We're going to, we'll look at the listing price. Is that listing price appropriate? Kind of make a makeshift plan before we even go and step foot on that property. Then we'll go visit some properties. We'll try to pick out a day, and if we have 3 to 5 properties that we want to look at, we'll just load up. I'll bring a UTV and we can go start looking at some properties. We'll either have to walk, or if the property is set up for it, we can drive the UTV around. And then we'll just gain as much information about that property while being on there as we possibly can. Okay, and then after that, we'll kind of let things settle, let you think about it, and then we'll come back with the options that we have. If you don't like them, I'm not going to force you into buying anything. That's one thing with my style. It's like, you need to be okay with this property. You need to feel 100% confident in it, and it needs to be in your heart that this is the right choice. So if it's not, if you have reservations about it, we can talk about that. And if we want to move forward, then we'll move forward. We'll start working through the offer, and then we'll go through that paperwork. I have a team on the back end. Our office admin plus Shane is the owner. He guides through all those processes, making sure that all the paperwork is going to be in line and in order, exactly the way it should be. And then we start the negotiation part of it. We start putting in offers, and we start talking to and also talking to the other side of the transaction for you on your behalf. So, it's a wild game. There's no way to predict exactly what's going to happen. But as we move through those negotiations and we get to the end price, say we agree on something, and we move into the part of actually closing in on this deal. During that whole process, there's a lot of different things that we have to go through, but I will keep you informed during the whole thing. I'll make sure it's clear what your responsibilities are and then what my responsibilities are. So there's no, hey, I thought you were doing this, hey, I thought you were doing this type of thing. I've been through these processes myself with different agents all over the place, and I can tell you for a fact, the most frustrating thing that happens is when there's a time-sensitive thing that needs to be done, and you think that they're doing it, and they think that you're doing it. We're going to try to eliminate that completely. So I'm not saying that we're perfect, but we will try to get to perfection, and we will try to make this whole process as simple and as smooth as possible for a real estate transaction.